So as you can see behind me, that's Britain First. They believe in remigration, ethnically cleansing people who look like me from the UK. They're led by a man who used to beat his former partner, Paul Golding. And they're here in the UK to try and suggest that Britain maybe should not be the multiracial, multi-ethnic society that it exists as right now.
This motherfucker is like ethnic cleansing when talking about remigration, but every single one of these nons thinks like this.
Which is what is on the table is ethnic cleansing. When you're talking about the permanent resettlement of an entire ethnic group from the place they call home, that's called ethnic cleansing.
The white British population has decreased by 600,000, while the minority population has increased by 1.2 million. So yes, lads, we're winning.
You have people like this in this clip that went quite viral on Twitter, where they're literally shouting at people saying that white people don't belong here and that they hate white people. Nobody likes white people, as they're living in the United Kingdom, in Europe, in the native land of white people, telling them that they don't belong in their own native land. No, white people do belong in Europe. They're the natives. You don't belong in Europe. You belong in sub-Saharan Africa. Just like this thing and the rest of his group who do weird, nasty stalker shit like this. This is an image from another viral Twitter clip where some migrant popped up his face, smudging his nasty lips and nostrils all over somebody's door window as if he wants to get inside and molest them, which is probably his intention. Before nons like this, and this arrived in Europe, Europe was a paradisial place. Now you have these things living as parasites in the native land of Europeans, talking nonstop shit and trash about them, advocating for their erasure, and committing disproportionate amounts of crime, and throwing fucking trash everywhere. Then you have delusional comments. This actually makes me ashamed of my country. It isn't your country. You're a sub-Saharan African. Then you've got your average race trader. My family's roots in Britain go back centuries. My great-granddad died going over the top in the First World War. My granddad later endured being a prisoner of war in the fight against the Nazis. I know how ashamed they would feel to see hatred and ignorance still being paraded on British streets in 2026. To me, real British values have always meant tolerance, resilience, and looking out for one another. My granddad fought alongside Sikh heroes, and Windrush and Indian generations helped rebuild our economy. British is not a color. No, British people are of the native ethnic groups of the British Isles. You're right, it's not a color. However, the native ethnic groups of the British Isles are all European, and hence they're all white. You are a cuckold, and this is nonsense. None of your ancestors would support shit like this, and these filthy, parasitic, ethno-narcissist bad actors who advocate for your demographic replacement within your own native land. Get a garden started on people like this, and don't forget to vote for Restore Britain. Remigration now.